Welcome all you crazy Sonic fans. Today I'll like to show you a Sonic mobile game that has taken the community by a raging storm. This is Sonic Rumble. To those who don't know, or don't care, allow me to still brag about the following information. What is Sonic Rumble? Sonic Rumble is a party battle royale mobile game where a bunch of players play 3 rounds of brutal mini-games for the sake of gathering the most amount of rings. The game was developed and published by Sega, with Rovio Entertainment being in charge of marketing and community relations for the game. The premise is that Dr. Eggman created a toy world in which toy figures of Sonic and himself compete against each other. That's basically it in a nutshell, which is why the characters look like plastic toys. Since I'm one of the few reviewers to actually play this game for longer than a week, I think I can confidently speak on the game based on my experience. Let's get into it. The currency. The game has 4 forms of currency: rings and tune-up wrenches are the main currency, while skill stars and red star rings are the premium currency, and can be earned by completing the game's time-limited challenges, participating in leaderboard events, and other ways. Rings and red star rings can be used to purchase skins and buddies. They don't affect gameplay. The skins and buddies are tied to a score bonus system. When you do well in matches, the right skin and buddy will help you get rewards faster. The pricing of the items is fairly decent, and the pricing for the red star rings is a bit high.
Jesus!
Even though you do need legendary skins to get a higher score bonus. Again, the skins and buddies themselves don't affect gameplay. And even with epic skin and buddies, you can still get good scores, so it's not a big deal. Now let's transition into the meat and bones of Sonic Rumble, the game modes. As of now, for the game modes, what Sonic Rumble does have is the basic ring survival, where you play 3 rounds of different mini-games in order to collect the most rings. Quick Rumble, where you compete against 7 other players to get the most rings. Unfortunately, you can only play this mode 3 times a day. There's also a boss mode, where you team up with other players to attack a boss, while simultaneously competing to get a high score. There's even a mode called Special Rumble, where you play 3 minigames similar to Ring Survival but with different rules. These modes, and the rules are on rotation, so you can't play them anytime you want, but the modes you can play anytime you want is Stage Challenge, and Custom Matches. By beating a level in Stage Challenge, you earn red star rings. The downside is, the rings are not much and you have to access more levels by spending medals, which you can get from event passes. You can also create custom matches, where you have the option to play any stage in the game and invite players to challenge you or practice with the AI. For practicing, this mode is very necessary. In Ring Survival as well as the other game modes, there are 2 priorities you have in this mode: dominating the competition, and getting high scores. People are confused about this, so allow me to clarify this. The score bonus system only affects the rate in which you obtain rewards. It does not affect gameplay. What does affect gameplay are the skills. Skills and characters. There are 2 types of characters in this game: regular Sonic characters, the ones that you all know and love and really love, and basic avatars. The avatar characters are already pre-made, and you can buy them from the in-game shop with rings. You cannot customize their skin color, their outfit, and even their eyes, which kind of defeats the point of an avatar. Anywho, the game is a bit all over the place with obtaining characters. You can get characters easily by doing well enough in matches, and some are exclusive to the ring shop, like this Crystal Amy skin. I mean, it's nice, but for a skin that's not even legendary, why does she cost so much? The Chows return, but as buddies, and they come in different colors. Not surprisingly, a character that did return is Sega's favorite villain, Zavok, who is just randomly in the ring shop, to which the game doesn't notify you. The Sonic characters all come with their own individual skills, on top of regular skills that the avatars can also use. Allow me to demonstrate. Zavok has this skill, where he does a powerful punch attack, that's exclusive to him, to which the avatars cannot use, but he can also use skills that the avatars can also use, which is the same across all Sonic characters. You can give them regular skills, just like the avatars. You can give them special effects, just like the avatars. You can give them win poses, just like the avatars. According to the game's logic, why even use the avatars then? This made me wonder, when they add new characters into the game, will they have their own skills? For instance, imagine how much the fan base would explode if they added someone like, oh, I don't know, Sally Acorn, but they would have to give her a skill. I don't know what her skill would be. Because of this, I think the skill system is going to eventually hurt the game long term, at least, in terms of its reputation. So to keep a long story short, yes, the game is pay to win, and I understand the skill system as well as the pricing of cosmetics could drive a player to madness, but, to be honest, unlike other free-to-play mobile games, this really isn't as problematic as many people are making it out to be. But who knows, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens in the next couple of seasons. In Season 1, Sonic Rumble released an event pass celebrating the 20th anniversary of the release of the Shadow the Hedgehog game. While there wasn't much in terms of item cosmetics, what they did offer is a bit questionable. For starters, Emerald from Sonic Battle returns, who is unfortunately a premium character. At first, I was a bit confused, since Emerald wasn't even in the Shadow the Hedgehog game. But after doing a bit more research, I realized Shadow and Emerald have more in common than I thought. Both characters are given the nickname Ultimate Life Form. Both characters fought in the past. Both characters are heavily associated with Dr. Eggman. Both characters can be considered villains. Despite them having anti-hero qualities, they even teamed up together in Sonic Battle. So, I guess it makes sense why he is paired with Shadow. I still think E123 Omega would have been a better choice. The character Black Doom also returns as a buddy through the game's event Premium Pass. Him being labeled as an epic and not a legendary buddy hurts me physically. Funny enough, in conjunction with the anniversary event, they released a miniature version of the Space Colony arc, as a legendary buddy.
Isn't that ironic?
Also, the Shadow skin that came with Emerald is alright. I kind of wish the skin was more in reference to the actual game. Like what if we got Shadow in a Black Arms alien outfit, or him in a gun military attire, but I guess this is fine, and that's all for today. Again, we're halfway into Season 1, so I'm willing to keep playing it and see how far the game will improve for now. So in conclusion, does Sonic Rumble deserve the hate? Don't know, don't care, thanks for watching.
Yes, we give the audience what it wants.
Smash that like button and subscribe.